This one smells better. Maybe it's fresher. Let's find out. Like matches are best to light your Palo Santo and stuff, guys. Because I find that although this is not a regular lighter, it's like the clipper. It uses the different fuel in it. Come on now. So I have moved back out of the sunroom because it is just too warm to sit in there right now. We're having like 96-degree days. You know, it was like 80 degrees this morning when I took the dog out before 8 o'clock. So, you know, and we're in the Midwest, so add a little humidity. And, you know, so that's why I'm kind of doing a little cleansing here. Also coming up, you guys, there is a full moon going to be coming up next weekend. So actually at the end of this week, right? Yeah, because today is the 17th. Yes, yesterday was Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to those who celebrate Father's Day. Yeah, so Friday coming up is the full moon. So if you have some crystals and stuff, you may want to take them out and get those charged up, cleansed, just like I'm using the Palo Santo here to kind of cleanse, all right, the energy. So I'm not certain. I guess we're gonna kind of do a little hodgepodge reading today, I guess. Just another manic Monday. Whoa, whoa. This is my Spirit Halloween deck, you guys, that I got for 50% off. I know I keep talking about that like, you know, they gave me the coupon or something, but, you know, everybody got 50% off that day in the store. All right. So, and you know how animals like to get during the full moon, so maybe I'll use my animal oracle deck here as well. And we always have the Moonology on standby, right? So I think that is kind of the energy that I'm feeling, that I'm picking up right now. So if this reading is starting to resonate with you, please do like or subscribe to the channel. Also, drop a comment if you feel in the chat. Always just please do be respectful. And this is a reading in Inglés. Lo siento, mi español, mi español is not at the level that it needs to be conversationally. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, we're in English here today. So, this is just going to be a general reading, you guys. Okay? So, again, this is a pretty powerful moon coming up. I feel like that's maybe part of why I needed to do this reading today. The energies were just feeling kind of, dare I say, wonky. Okay? So, if that makes sense to you, then, ooh, why are you so thirsty? Maybe it's because it's hot outside. This is kind of one of my like karmic connections type cards. So somebody could see you as you know, it's kind of like the literal, but that's what, and what I'm saying is like you may be viewing this innocently, whereas somebody else is like thinking that you're just on the prowl all the time, or you know, always dating a new person, or, you know what I mean? That's somebody's impression, okay? So, again, like I said, these energies are kind of wonky. That doesn't mean it's your energy, right? So, this could just be the people around you as well. I want you to meet my friends, okay? So I would say that's more of a positive energy, right? So maybe it's not this thirsty person. Or maybe that's kind of there's like a miscommunication here or something. So maybe we can get some clarification when we pull the tarot. Let's do one more, please. I don't want to get too overcomplicated in this message, all right? so we can kind of narrow our focus on the energies, please. Thank you. It's like, what is this person thinking kind of today? I feel like that's the, will you be mine? So they want you to meet their friends, and they want you to, they want to kind of make some kind of solid commitment, it feels like here. So this thirsty energy, I guess we'll have to see what that's about. Like, is that coming from them, or is that, like I said before, I feel like that's somebody's impression of you. I don't know if it's necessarily this person. It could be people that they're around as well. You know what I mean? Especially if they're saying, I want you to meet my friends. Like, yeah, this judgment here, it's like their friends may have some kind of perception of you, and it's kind of like they want you to meet. It's like, oh, I know once you meet them, like it's all gonna be cool. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Or like, you know, what for whatever reason. I'm not even gonna get into some of that stuff, right? It's like, because you know, not everybody is everyone else's cup of tea, right? That's, you know, people have asked my advice on relationships before, and I'm like, well, you're the person that has to live with them, not me. You know what I mean? Like, I can't I can't make that decision for you. But somebody here is thinking that they want you to, you know, partner up with them. Okay. So maybe that's part of why it's wonky, because maybe that's like, you know, not something that the collective is always jumping into, right? It's like, especially if this is, you know, more of somebody views you as very single and out and about. You know what I mean? If they view you in this like, oh my God, I hate this terminology, just for the streets energy. Like, I'm not Gen Z. I can't, you know, I get, you know, there used to be a time when people went out and were social and weren't like judged so harshly for it. It's like COVID just like revealed massive amounts of insecurities that people have that make them judge people in such a way that it's like, why are you so judgmental about what so and so is doing and what so and so is doing? You know what I mean? And part of our transactional flow of money is for us to be out in the community and sharing and exchanging wealth, right? So it's like, you know, we're not meant to be all shoved up and like closed up in some little closet somewhere. I feel like that's just a lot of karmic energy that's out there and around. I don't feel like this is you guys, okay? So this could even be like, say somebody that you're involved with, this could be like even their ex or one of their exes or somebody that they dated, and they're trying to say to this person like, oh, why would you want to go out with them? They're out with so and so and so and so and so and so all the time. You know, whether or not that's actually true, right? Collective, I mean, obviously only you know, for certain, okay? Um, So yeah, there's definitely some petty Bettys out there, right? Okay. Petty Betty. 10 of Cups, you guys. This is your first card. Look at that. Talk about will you be mine? I mean, this is where you're, you know, this person that wants to be in your energy, this person wants to have some kind of solid commitment with you. And here your first card is the 10 of Cups, which is about a healthy emotional commitment, including a family, which, you know, this was on the bottom of this deck. Okay. So, you know, yeah, you're in the sea. Maybe that's why you're thirsty, because you can't drink seawater because you're not a moron, right? So tell those people that are saying, why are you so thirsty? It's because I need water to survive. Just like breathing. And some of that is being social. Some of that is being in partnerships, okay, and having relationships. You know, you're not always meant to be alone, right? So, again, this impression of you being thirsty, like you are codependent or can't function on your own, it's just like this huge misnomer, okay? Yeah, that's right. I said misnomer, so you can go look that up in the dictionary if you're not sure what that means. It's okay. Um, anyway, the sun. Wow. There's a little sparkle in you right now, collective, and I feel like that is also why people think that you're like thirsty because you're looking good. Here with this Phoenix rising, the sun, that's also Leo energy, which is going to be coming through, you know, near the end of the summer. All right. So some of you could have some Leo in your chart. This is in the sacral spot as well, which is more that kind of flirtatious, that kind of Knight of Wands, you know, King of Wands type energy. And I just say that from the masculine perspective because that is normally the, you know, the exterior, you know, how people, you know, in terms of like forward or being I don't want to say aggressive like in a bad way, but like being the initiator, okay? I'll say it like being the catalyst, okay? So ooh, magician here in the solar plexus. This little warlock. Again, this is my spirit Halloween deck, you guys, that I got. They're kind of slick, holographic. Anyway, the magician, you know, that's the planet Mercury, communication. So there might be something that you're manifesting that you're getting ready to talk about. And I feel like for this person collective, that thing is that they are trying to get ready for you to meet their friends. Okay? Whoever these friends may be. Some of these friends may be like family too. I mean, you know, it's you know, when you think about modern society, it's like you don't always end up living by the people that you grew up with or whatnot for whatever reason. Okay, you know, since the advent of transportation, right? Eight of Pentacles. Um, I'm hearing that Britney Spears song, "I'm a Slave for You." This zombie, like, um, and it's kind of like that. I'll follow you anywhere. I'll do anything type. And this is in the heart chakra. So I feel like this is kind of how this person feels like you kind of have them. You know, commonplace people say by the, you know, by the gonads, but you know, here it's like she has his head. Now, you know, collective, I don't feel like you're necessarily that dramatic, okay? But I feel like that just is, yeah, because it's severed here, it's just illustrating the severity of this person's feelings towards you and what they've been building towards you as well. Okay. Yeah, they're like, I think you look cute even like this, honey. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like if you ever see the movie Beetlejuice, you know? Okay. You know, the sometimes a different view is not always the one you thought you were going to be getting. Anyway, yeah. But this person feels that confidence in you, in building with you. Um, yeah, and I, oh my God. So, and there's this like coffin down here, collective, that she's like on top of. I feel, I'm getting this message that it's like you guys are like dancing on somebody else's, you know, grave expectation that you were going to somehow not be able to do this, okay, or succeed or move forward, or you know that you would come back to something that's completely dead and over. You know what I mean? It's like even the zombies wouldn't touch it. Even the zombies are like, no, that's staying in the, that's staying in the coffin, right? Um, so what does this person, I don't know, need to talk to you about or want to talk to you about, right? See, this is the thing. There's a lot of people, collective, that feel like they need to talk to you or they want to talk to you. You know what? Write a letter, right? And sometimes those letters never get sent, right? Sometimes then they get just ripped up and thrown in the trash, right? Because it's not about really communicating with that person or making that person understand or needing any confirmation from that person. It's just about getting those feelings out, right? Okay. All right, my, the moon. And what do we have coming up? Our full moon werewolf. I feel like this person feels like they're going to turn into a werewolf if they have to go too much longer without speaking to you. So when they come towards you, they might be a little like not as eloquent as you might think. I mean, because literally, you guys, it's like they've gone to the ends of the earth here, right? And it's like, and yeah, they had this vision of it being all magical and mystical, right? Okay. And you could, and even after you meet some of their friends, you could be like, oh my God, what am I getting myself into? Like, I don't know if I want to be a part of this, right? Like, this is a werewolf here. Okay. There's a good werewolf movie that's like a non like super scary one called Teen Wolf that came out in the 80s. I would highly suggest you check it out if you have not ever seen a werewolf movie. Okay. What is coming up next here for this collective message? Please remember this is a collective message, so this may not resonate with you today. Yeah, okay. The Chariot is what came out first, you guys. Cancerian energy here with the third eye. So what you've been envisioning, okay? So this creative manifestation here with the Magician, this has been, transcending worlds, right? Literally. You're kind of facing reality with it, taking it head on, and perhaps communicating some boundaries as well. So that could be part of this too, this kind of werewolf thing, like especially if they're more of the dominant person, in the relationship, and they're like, oh, it's gonna be my way or the highway, and you're like, okay, well, I guess it's the highway for you. Like you're just not dealing with that, right? And again, you've come too far here with this like Phoenix type sun energy to worry about somebody like commanding you. And this is a very commanding type of energy here with the Chariot, but it's also supposed to be shared, okay? So again, communicating and, understanding each other's like do and do not, wants, needs, boundaries, etc. Okay. But this person is saying, I have room in my chariot for you here. Will you be mine? Okay. That's what they see. That's what they see ahead. All right. And they're willing to defend it here as well with their little sword and their little shield and be like, get out of my way. So me and the collective have some business to attend to, if you don't mind. And I'm not going to say it again. And this is the Cancerian energy. Have you ever made a Cancer sign upset? It's not very pleasant. Okay? You don't really want to be around him in a bad mood. It's just not fun. Okay? Okay. So I feel like collective part of this too is what this person is saying is like, if this manifestation hasn't been coming through before, like this reverse energy, it's like they're more determined for it to happen now, even if they might have to kind of ruffle a couple feathers Maybe it's like they might come on strong at first and you're like, whoa, whoa, you know, like this person putting up their hands like, whoa, whoa, like I didn't say you were moving in, right? Like I said we could try dating, you know what I mean? Right? You know what I mean? It's like when someone's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go out, and then all of a sudden it's like 3 days later they haven't left your house and you're like, you're gonna go back home, right? That's just what I'm getting from this, okay? So, all right. And look at that. So highly charged, um, yeah, put a blanket over it. You know what I'm saying? Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Um, it's definitely hot in the kitchen. Not this kitchen. I have the air conditioning on and I'm not baking, but here's the overall on the bottom, the Six of Cups. Okay. Now, you started out with the 10 of Cups and you end with the Ace of Wands. So, do you want something healthy? Do you want that happy ending, emotional fulfillment? And then here coming through your crown is like that Kundalini coming through you, okay? Not only to expand into your partnership, but to the rest of, your manifestations here, like with the Magician in your solar plexus, okay? I mean, yeah. Who could ask for anything more, right? She's like, honey, I have a splitting headache, but it's all good, right? Yeah. Yeah, you might have gotten on each other's nerves a little bit here. That's might what be kind of coming in with this full moon. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, it's like, all right, like we might need to move ourselves into a different type of chill zone, right? Okay. And maybe that's kind of what's going to quench this thirst, aka thirst here, all right? So again, collective, I don't feel like this thirsty thing is your energy. Honestly, it might actually just be more this person and their frustration of not having gotten through yet. But here, I mean, yeah, this Six of Cups, I don't really like this card very much. Anyway. Oh yeah, I was gonna get some animal oracle cards for you guys because the full moon cycle. If you are a pet owner, you will notice your animals start to act a little funny sometimes. Okay. Please do, if you're in the chat, go ahead and like the video. It helps pass the messages around to those who need them. And consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell if you would like to be notified, especially with a push notification, the bell will do that trick, okay? So what else do we have for this collective today? Polar Bear Mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Okay. So, this could be as simple collective as, it's a hot day, but imagining, how ice might feel on your skin at any moment, right? Creating that magic within yourself, okay, and manifesting what you want from it, okay? So that is not necessarily like this Ace of Wands is more that kind of that spark of inspiration, right? But this polar bear here is like, this, and it's like with this chariot energy, this coolness that like, it's almost like a waterfall coming down, right? And you're just kind of bringing it out through fruition, right? So, if this is something that like you have to create. Like think about if you've never seen that movie Inception, like where they create the world that they need to be in to accomplish the task, okay? So know that challenges make you stronger, right? So maybe what you need hasn't been created yet, okay? And that could be also something that you're thirsty for, right? Like you have a purpose beyond just, say, pleasing other people, right? You know, like, oh, you know what I mean? Like it's not all external validation for you. You go for internal validation. You have your own goals. You have your own morals, your own ethics. Yes, it's not illegal, but it's unethical, therefore I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? Things like that. Things that a lot of people still believe in, believe it or not. You might not see it all the time, but a lot of people still believe it. And there's people here watching tarot videos, a lot of people watching tarot videos, hoping that that's the case because a lot of the stuff we see out in the regular world, you know, doesn't always vibe with what we think is righteous, right? Okay, so crazy, just crazy. That's right. I have a little story for you, Penguin. Kind of looks familial, doesn't it? Authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Again, what was the first, like the 10? This is like a very angry looking 10 of the sea was angry, my friends, right? The sea was angry that day, my friends. Yeah, because you're like, look, you know, I don't want you upsetting my boat. I don't want you, you know what I mean? You're just like, I'm done, and I'm so done in fact that I burn it down and I'm still here and I'm better. How did that happen? Right? How did that happen? And again, that is like, so yeah, you could be appearing this way to some folks. Okay. Perhaps for these, you know, mystic type of abilities. All right. Anyway, back with this authentic here. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength. Remember this card on the bottom. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. Okay. So, yeah, that again, that feels like kind of with this Eight of Pentacles and the Moon card here, especially the zombie and the werewolf, but they're kind of like, yeah, you know, it doesn't always look so pretty, but here we are. We're getting it done, right? You know, and I feel like collective, this person is kind of saying now, like, hey, if we team up, like, I know this could be, yeah, like that we could bring each other luck in some way, okay? You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. You guys, I actually saw a ladybug this season. I've seen a couple of them. Usually I only see those Japanese beetles anymore, but I've actually seen some ladybugs, which is wonderful. What else did I see the other day? A question mark. It's like a butterfly, and it has the dot and the there. I think there's one's called the comma and one's called the question mark. I'm pretty sure the one I saw is a question mark. Yeah. Giraffe, visionary. Rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. Okay. So, yeah, it's kind of funny that here in your crown is this Ace of Wands represented by this salamander who's kind of like blending in. And also, when you think about a salamander, it's like low to the ground. It's like, what do you mean? How are you receiving? But it's like, this is kind of like, again, the spark, right? And then it's like, you can take that and, kind of like almost a giraffe. It's like, here's your crown chakra, and then it's going to move through your body and activate you. Okay. So rising above earthly matters. Yeah, and that could be some of this as well, this whatever's being said about you and your dating habits or non-dating habits, right? Again. And some of you could be like starting to date somebody you actually like, and that's why you're very like defensive, like back off, right? Like, who are you? Like, who are you? Yeah. And again, somebody who doesn't have to live with the decision. So again, why do I care about your opinion? You know what I mean? On the situation? I potentially don't, right? Now, this person though wants you to meet their friends. So this is something of importance to them. This social fabric that they're in. I'll say it that way, okay? And again, this is a collective reading, so, not all the energy is going to be pinpointed exactly, right? But if something strikes out to you, it may just be your message today, right? Don't overthink it. Do not overthink it. All right, what else does this collective need to know before closing out this reading? Oh my God, you guys. Look, wasn't that just start on the bottom? Nothing will come of this. This, I feel like there's some kind of heaviness that wants to come in with this full moon, but I don't think it's going to really cross you. So don't overstress, okay, when it comes to that. Maybe spend some time meditating, okay? I know this is very much a like what they're kind of thinking, but part of this is you too with the sun here, the magician, your determination for yourself here with the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Your willingness to see things for what they are here with the Moon card and discuss them. So, whatever comes of this situation, right? And it, could be nothing, right? In that way. Balance spirituality and practicality. Okay, so that's those boundaries. That's those like, are we actually on this right track here? But don't get in their way. But if I'm in your way, obviously we're not going the same way, right? Like, there's real conversations that sometimes need to be had, right? So don't shy away from those things, collective, okay? And I feel like you will understand if you are in the right place, okay? If you're being, using that authenticity to your advantage here, okay? I feel like this person does appreciate your spiritual nature, okay? So that could be something that they want to talk about with you. You may want to look into like if there's like some kind of spirit animal or something that you identify with as well. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. Yeah, this is just a very strong reading up and down. I mean, you have 10 of Cups, the Sun, some Leo energy, Magician, Mercury, communication, 8 of Pentacles, the Moon, Pisces, Chariot, Cancer. Ace of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I mean, just the cards alone, right? In their positions, and then this kind of openness here to move forward. So you are good enough. So if there is some, yeah, like if there's some hesitation that you feel that you're going to be judged in a way, I think you need to get rid of that expectation, okay? And just kind of go with the flow a little bit more, okay? So thank you guys for joining this reading with me. Please do either like the video or subscribe to the channel. It helps pass the messages around, okay? And if you would like other readings, of course, there are many posted to my community tab, the videos tab, and the live tab. Many I would consider timeless. So if that is of interest to you, please do check that out. And until next time, please do manifest wisely. Bye bye.